Okay, so I get asked this question a lot. You're inviting your baby over for your first home-cooked dinner date ever and you have no idea what to make. So one of my top choices is Chicken Vegetable Fettuccine Alfredo. It's colorful, it's pretty, it's simple, it's quick, it looks impressive, and it's not gonna funk your house up, okay? Don't be making no fish on the first home date. Don't do that, all right? So that's what we're making today on Divas Can Cook, so let's get started. All right, we're gonna start by bringing a large pot of water to a boil. This is for our noodles. Then we're gonna add in some salt. I also like to add in some onion flakes and some garlic flakes to the water just for a little bit of seasoning, All right, now we're gonna add in our fettuccine noodles. Just throw those right into the pot there. We're gonna cook these until they are al dente. Okay? Wonderful. All right, now I have a little bit of water, about 1/4 cup of water. I'm going to bring this to a nice little simmer in this saucepan, and then I'm going to add in my veggies. I have peppers, zucchinis. You can use any kind you want. I don't know about onions, though. They may give your date a little case of the poot snacks. So go ahead and put those veggies into that simmering water. We're just going to cook these for about 3 to 5 minutes, just until it's barely tender. All right, our noodles are done. Go ahead and toss some butter in there, a little bit of parsley, and then just set that aside. They should stay warm while we prepare everything else, okay? All right, so the veggies are done. You see how beautiful and brightly colored they are? Make sure you don't overcook this, okay? Perfect, 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 perfect. All right, now I'm gonna melt some butter in my grill pan. All right, and kind of moving around just to kind of get everything nice and buttered up and get it ready for our chicken. There's our chicken. I have flattened it out. I'm gonna season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Gonna keep it simple here. And then I'm just going to place those into the pan and let those cook. Now the key to making this meal is make sure you have all your prep work done before you start. Then it goes by so quick, okay? But just make sure you get everything chopped up, seasoned, Because it's a really easy meal. Okay, then give those chicken breasts a nice little flip. It won't take them long to cook because they're so flat. All right, now we're going to make our Alfredo sauce. I'm going to add my butter to a saucepan. Then we're going to add in a little bit of olive oil. All right, just pour that right on in there. And then I'm going to add in my heavy cream because you cannot have a homemade Alfredo sauce without heavy cream. Like, really? So go ahead and pour that in there. You can also sneak in some cream cheese if you like. I do sometimes. I know it's wrong. All right, now I have some garlic. I'm going to add in some fresh garlic and some white pepper. I'm just going to stir that up and bring it to a little simmer. When it starts to simmer, I'm going to add in a little bit of this Parmesan cheese. Well, a lot of Parmesan cheese. Okay. And use some fresh, good quality Parmesan cheese too, because that's what it's going to taste like, Parmesan cheese. All right, also add in some parsley. You have fresh parsley, use that. Okay. And then I'm going to add in my mozzarella cheese once it has cooked for about 8 minutes or so. It's going to thicken up. All right, now it's done. Go ahead and give it a taste. Add some salt and pepper to it to get it tasting just how you like it. All right, now just add it to a plate. Spoon on some of that Alfredo sauce, or you can also just toss it with, toss everything together. I like to just do it separately though. And then go ahead and put on some of those fresh veggies. Now, as I'm plating this meal, I'm realizing that it really looks a mess. So make sure you use a bigger plate. And don't plate it like this, okay? Because it looks kind of sloppy. But, after 9 years of marriage, my husband don't care, honey. He's lucky that he's getting a plate. You know what I'm saying? All right, now that is basically it, you guys. Serve it with a small Caesar salad, some breadsticks, and make sure you go all out for dessert, like a big old chocolate cake and some ice cream. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. You can get it at divascancook.com. Have fun on your dinner date and don't do anything I would do. Bye.